Hey y'all. So I'm at work and I must be bored because I ain't got well, my hair look kind of wild a little bit. Anyway, so I got on Facebook with no agenda at all. So this thing said that it's still building my audience and just gonna see how big my audience get. Like, so I got a viewer. Ooh. So for real, like my viewer left. Oh, so like for real, I really had no agenda like getting on Facebook. I just feel like it's something I need to talk about, and so I felt like maybe if I got on live and then I find out what it is I need to talk about. So still ain't got it. I'm still waiting on God to tell me what I'm supposed to be saying. So So I just got that nephew, how you doing? Don't try to click off live because I see you on there. Don't try to act like you got something to do because you on here now, Joker. You on here now. Anyway, so sincerely, like no true agenda. I just feel like I was supposed to get on live and I don't know why, but so like so I just want to say to hey, Trey, look at y'all over there on Facebook Live. So I want to say to the people in Facebook world, Facebook land out there in the world somewhere. I want to say that still downloading, still trying to get what Jesus saying to say, so like so I'm still talking slow. So I just got the word listen. Yeah. So I just got the word listen and obedience. That's what I just got. I don't even know why, who it's for, but like however it goes. God is saying that it is so important that for us to listen and for us to be obedient, like at the same time. Like when you listen, you can hear what somebody's saying before you start talking. And for a very long time, I was not a listener. I was a straight, if it was wrong and you did it, bam, bust you upside your head, just like that right there. Like it was like you, oh, look at that joint right there. What is that? Looking nappy right there though. But anyway, so like it was just like that. Like did not have a mind or a heart to hear what people had to say. And you know, a lot of times like we offend people and we don't even know it. Like stuff happens and we don't even know what's going on because we have not took the time out to listen. Whether it be to your spouse, to your loved one, to your family members, like start listening to see what somebody is saying. Because a lot of times, if we would take people don't even really want you to talk; they just want you to listen and hear what they're saying to you. But so many times we jump the gun and my brain. Excuse me. So many times like we'll jump the gun. Hey boo, call my mama and tell them I'm on live. Call now. So like a lot of times we jump the gun and we won't listen and we won't hear what people are saying because we get in our feelings. And today I had an experience of being inside of my feelings and not really hearing what somebody else had to say. And what does it mean when you in your feelings? Like most of the time it's your flesh. Like so I felt like I should have got something special, some type of special treatment. But at the end of the day, I was wrong. Like, totally wrong. Like, I'm trying to stop saying like for real. But, like, most of the time, don't I say it again. Most of the time, if we would just listen and pay attention to what somebody is saying, it could be their sincere heart. But because we feel like it's so much that we got to say, and in the moment when somebody is sharing their heart with us or whatever the situation is, in that moment, like people get healed just by saying stuff out of their mouth, by them verbalizing. But a lot of times we don't pay attention enough to know that, okay, so like this joker venting so they can get free. But because we be in our feelings, we want to just tell everybody like, well, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you a piece of my mind. I have learned that the more you give people a piece of your mind, the less mind you're going to have. And so you're going to be out of your mind because you ain't going to have that. Hey, too. So what I feel like my heart is saying, and what I feel like God wants me to share right now is that if we would start listening, it like close our mouth sometimes, be quiet and just listen to what somebody's saying. And a lot of times people say stuff without saying anything. And I ain't always been a listener. And so like just right now in my life, I'm practicing. I ain't perfect at this junk at all. Like not at all. So, but what I'm asking God to do is to help me have a ear for other people's heart and to see what it is that I need to be listening for. Because I mean, like if we listen, man, there's so much stuff that God want to tell other people through us, but we ain't listening. We so stuck in ourselves and what we got going on and what we want to do. But I'm trying to tell you, because like what I realize is that God wants to talk to us all the time. And not even, when I say us, I don't mean just me, saved people, or whoever else. Man, God want to speak to everybody. Like, we all belong to him. So, if we would listen, God could use you, your random little self, whoever you think you are, whoever you think you ain't. God could use you to touch somebody's life. And, like, it ain't got to be at church. It ain't got to be from the pulpit or from some type of superhero / weedy. Like, none of that type stuff. Like, it can be in the grocery store. It can be like at dog store. I don't know what they be doing. I don't go to no dog store anyway. But so it doesn't matter where you at, man. Just put your ears on and listen for stuff that people ain't saying. Like, pay attention. Let's just try to start paying attention to the hearts and minds of other people. And even when you're around people, when you're in the environment and it's a lot of folks, a whole bunch of junk going on, and even if it ain't, put your ears on to say, Lord, you know what? I'm right here in this place. I'm probably ready to go. But Lord, I want to hear, if you got something to say to somebody in this room, you can use me. I'll be your vessel. Because like, we got to be open and we got to be willing to be used by God. And so the only way that you're going to really get used by God is if you start listening to him. Because like, if you do a whole lot of stuff out of yourself, out of just doing what you want to do because this is how it goes, it ain't really got true benefit. But if you do stuff out of a relationship with God and moving out of your relationship, and that's what gives you your unction and your everything to do whatever you're gonna do for somebody else to give, man, listen to God more than anything. Like, listen to see what is he saying to you to say to somebody else, somebody that you probably would not even normally talk to. Listen, when you get around people, talk to them or whatever. Holy Spirit, what do you want me to say to somebody? What do you want me to say to this person? Like, and I now that I think about it, I just think about the time, like, like maybe you might have been in the grocery store line and, you might have seen somebody in front of you and only thing that's inside of your head is that, man, they need to hurry up. Them jokers taking too long. She better not get in front of me with the order. She got too much stuff inside that book. I'm finna go. But we never even think about, Holy Spirit, what do you want me to say to this lady that's standing in front of me? You don't know where she is in God. You don't know what her situation is. We don't know nothing, but like, I've just noticed even about my own self that I'm such in a hurry all the time because I'm always running late. So, when you running late, only thing you think about is, I gotta hurry up and get there. Gotta hurry up and get there. Then when you get that late, it's like, I'm just gonna sit over here and be quiet because I'm late. But man, if we would start leaving early or going before time or just getting in a place and being able to allow our minds and our hearts to settle in and ask God, like, no matter where we at, whatever environment we in, Holy Spirit, what do you want me to do inside of this atmosphere that you put me in today? What do you want me to say? Like, who do you want me to reach out to today? I'm telling you, because I've learned this thing right here. I don't believe in being in somebody else's presence without me touching their life in some type of way. I just don't believe in it no more. I don't believe in being around people. Hey, Jaleisha, don't try to log off because you already logged on. We having a family meeting now. So yeah, and so like so just gotta start listening to people and listen to their hearts and however you can help somebody else, do that. I just don't believe that people just genuinely want to be mean to people. I don't believe that stuff. I believe that if you meet somebody and them jokers are genuinely mean, it's deeper. Something is deeply wrong with them. So I just want to say, man, like let's just start trying to pay attention and listen to people. and let's start feeding them what we want to eat. Feed somebody else what you want to eat. I ain't talking about no shrimp and no Reese cups. Cause I like shrimp, but that ain't what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like right now in my life, man, I'm so thirsty, I'm so hungry for God. Like I want to eat all the time. So if this is the place that I'm in right now in my life, you already know that's what you're gonna eat when you get around me. Like, so I'm saying, like, no matter who you are, don't drop your standard, don't lower your bar. Feed folk what you know they need to eat. A lot, and you know, and the thing about it is that, like, a lot of people that we get around, we the only G's that they ever experienced. Ooh. Can you imagine? Can I imagine that? Because sometimes my attitude is straight. I don't know. I think I do this. I think I'd rather not be around folk that's giving my attitude. I'm learning, man. I'm learning. And I seen, like, back in the day, I probably wouldn't even want to be around my family because them jokers be like, that's the guy dog devil. I'm not finna be with them jokers. Them bookers right there ain't doing right at all. I'm not finna be with them. But man, when you learn more about God and the more you grow closer to God, the more you realize that, like, ooh, look at that piece of hair. Like, the more you realize that that Jesus didn't save you just for you. Like, God did not save me just for me to go to heaven by myself. Like, if Christians don't reach out to people to talk to them and to tell them about God, wonder how they gonna know about him. How the world you think somebody gonna know about your heart? How am I gonna know about your daddy if you don't want to be around me because you feel like because I'm a sinner and I ain't living like you, I ain't living as good as you? How the world these people gonna get reached? If we don't forgive people, if we don't, you know, like, man, if we don't go beyond the limit of our feelings and our flesh, and shouldn't have said nothing to me in the first place. Being mad, all that, man, we gotta get outside of ourselves. Like, 'cause I mean, like this, what you said, Weedy, don't you start. I'm trying, man. Like, so what I'm saying is, man, like, I'm telling y'all, we gotta practice, man. We gotta practice forgiving people. Like, the minute we start, the better off we gonna be. I learned at church the other day that unforgiveness causes sickness. Like, it causes your body to be sick. Like, so I would try to explain it to y'all, but I probably won't do a good job. But anyway, it's on my Facebook page. Like, it's about healing though. Man, unforgiveness causes us to be in situations that, like, you know, you go to the doctor, you don't know what's wrong with your body, like they can't find nothing. You got all this crazy stuff going on. Man, unforgiveness will cause your butt to get cancer. Like they said, be them collard greens, or you got Joker, you ain't ate no collard greens, got dog. You need to forgive your auntie. You need to forgive your cousin. You need to forgive your mama. Like, so, I'm finna try to explain it. So it's so I'm probably gonna be embarrassed afterwards, but here it goes. So this is what I learned. Like, let's just say, and I probably got this information mixed up. So they said, like you know how, like, people have stuff going on inside their body, and like, I can't try it. I ain't even do a good job. I ain't gonna do a good job, because I'm probably gonna mix up a whole lot of information, and it ain't gonna be right. So I'm just gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna say how I think it say. So your body release something, some type of something. Your body release it, and so no, I ain't finna do it. I'm sorry too. I can't do it. However, go. So you gotta think about this though. If you don't forgive, then your daddy ain't gonna forgive you. That's big. That's like huge. So more than anything, the stuff that we holding inside of our hearts that we won't forgive people for, what is the benefit? What we got to think about, like, you know, like, what is the benefit of me staying mad at somebody? Like what gain? Like, even if somebody hurt my feelings, at the end of the day, who is held accountable for their own reaction? Hey, Monica girl, like, we held accountable for our own actions. So, like, no matter what somebody does to me, at the end of the day, and then this is the crazy scary, well, maybe it ain't the scary part, but like, because I say that I'm a Christian, because I say that I love God, because this is the title that I wear over my head, that I'm a Christian and I love Jesus, certain standards that I'm held to. So one of the major standards would be that I gotta forgive people. That's major, because I say I'm a Christian, but the person that hurt me, they never verbalized that. Them jokers ain't never said they were Christian. So like, as far as who forgives who, I gotta be the first one. Because I mean, like, I can't expect them to react in a way that is not common to their nature. If somebody does not love God or has not made any type of commitment to God and not calling themselves Christian, it's like they are not held to, they're not held to anything. Nothing binds them to the truth. But for me, my connection to the truth is my daddy. Like, God is my connection to my unforgiveness. So like, it's mandatory that I do. Like, this is who I am. Like, this is a part of who he is. So it's a part of who I am. So like, it's like, if we don't forgive, what you expect? What do we expect if we don't forgive? And how do we help other people if the Christians don't forgive? If we don't give people some type of route to get back, then who are we? Like how, like, and I don't mean get back like fight, get back. I mean, like, if we don't give, like, so somebody hurt me, hurt my feelings, do me wrong. I mean, like, straight dog me out. And I don't have it inside of my heart to forgive them. And all they life, they know when I was a Christian. That's all they ever known me. All they ever seen me at, not all my life, because I ain't been no Christian all my life. That was just an example. They only known me as a Christian or whatever. And so then they hurt my feelings, and I just cut them slap off. Don't deal with them no more. How much of Jesus is that like? That ain't got nothing to do with God. That's all in my flesh. And so even though somebody hurts my feelings, so what? Like, I'm telling you, I don't even think I'm all the way. I don't even think I'm all the way at this place my own self, but I want to be. I know this is a place that we all, you got this stuff. We got to grow in these places. So, man, we have to learn how to forgive people. And the same thing we do with everything, practice. Like, I rejected the phone call. So we got practice. Like, anything somebody does good, they practice it. Nobody woke up great. Nobody was just like, ooh, I'm the bomb at it. Nah, I didn't wake up learning how to use no myself lines. I mean, I knew that it was a gift from God, but I didn't wake up with this thing. I had to practice in order to learn how to use them hot curls. I had to go to school to learn how to do hair. But it was God-given gift. It's a talent. But however it go, like, you got to practice forgiving people. Just try to start. And like, and this is not a matter of being fake or you not keeping it 100. That ain't got anything to do with that. So like, you talking to somebody that you know done wronged you and hurt your feelings and stole your cat and killed him and took him down the road and drug him in the car, and now you talking to that person, that does not mean that you are fake. Even though you feel like, I can't stand, I don't even want to be around. That does not mean you fake. That means that you are walking out who you are in God. You are a forgiver because your Father is a forgiver. So like, that means that, like, not whatever. No, it doesn't matter what everybody else got to say about it. Like, I'm telling you, man, right now in our life, we got to forget about what everybody else saying. Because either the people that we dealing with, they either made the decision that we got to come to, or they done already went through it, or they got to come up to it. Like, so us to be so concerned about what everybody else got to say, we got to throw that junk out. Half them jokers, they got so many opinions about our life. One way or another, they probably ain't even for us. Probably ain't. I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is, we got to learn how to forgive. Like, hey, Kia, we got to learn how to forgive people, man. It don't matter who they are or what they did. Like, when it all boils down to the get down, and you say that you are a Christian and you love God, and them other folk don't, and you know, it don't even matter what the other people say. When you true to your own self, and you know that you go to, don't let church be in vain. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be going to church every Sunday and, you know, you hear your preacher preaching about forgiving people, and you make it your business not to forgive somebody that did you wrong. We got to get, I'm telling you, like, the picture that I see inside of my mind, Man, we gotta get outside of ourselves. We gotta get outside of ourselves. I don't know nobody that, I know one lady that says she's going to hell, but I'm praying for her. I don't know nobody that I don't know nobody that like intentionally just wants to go to hell. I don't know nobody like that. I don't know if y'all do, but I don't know people that say, sign my name on the hell list. I don't want to go. It's hot outside. Lord, it's hot. Ooh, Jesus, it's hot. I don't want to go to hell. So, and most definitely on the behalf of somebody else, like, what that look like? You going to hell because you ain't forgive somebody. What? All I had to do, what? Like, I just feel like when we give people that much rule in our life, like we let them jokers rule over us. Like we start being moved by somebody else's presence. Oh, she going over there. I ain't even going. I can't stand her. So you gonna let somebody that you don't even like tell you where to go? No. I'm gonna go over there and guess what I'm gonna do? Hey, how you doing, Suge? That stuff don't matter. Hey, Toy. So like, I just feel like no matter what you got going on in your life, man, you gotta have a heart to forgive. We gotta forgive people. And if we don't forgive them, who we helping? Are you helping somebody out by not forgiving them? I promise you, I don't believe nobody intentionally wants to hurt people. I mean, some people just mean and nasty like that, but like people that you know that are sincerely mean and nasty, that means you gotta take your rightful place as a Christian and pray for them jokers. Jaleisha, so Jaleisha said, I started my forgiveness with you, and now I'm taking that. Wow, man, that is like, girl, Jaleisha, that is the bomb, man. Like, I'm telling you, think about it. Just think about it, man. I'm telling you, I'm proud of you, Jaleisha. I'm about to start crying. I'm proud of you, man. Like you got to think about this stuff, man. Like, you forgiving somebody, this stuff goes beyond you. When you carry unforgiveness in your heart, that stuff holds you hostage, man. It causes you to not to even deal with people that you are genuinely supposed to love. So for me, this is what it does for me. Like in the matter of my brother, God helped me forgive my brother. Had a sozo, and the whole God asked me, how should I see? I asked God, how do you see my brother? He said, it's my son. And he asked me, how should I see my brother? Only as my brother. Only as my brother. And forever, my brother is God's son. And he is forever reaching for my brother. So beyond my biological connection to my brother, he's my daddy in heaven's son. So that makes us way more connected than my mama. Like that's bigger than just him being my mama's son. Like, he's my daddy's son forever. My daddy is forever reaching for him. And so it was like, Holy Spirit, how should I see my brother? And he said, as my son. Like, I don't know if you get it, but for me, that settled it. That means that I cannot try to convince somebody to be a certain way. I can't, like, the one thing that we can do as people, individuals, hey cousin, we can't make people change. So no matter how much we do or whatever we do, look at the whole family on hey Monica, no matter how much we do, we can't make people change. Like the best, if you want something different from somebody, for somebody, or you see something that they need or fix or whatever, man, the best thing you can do for people is to pray for them. Cause like if you walk around holding on to grudges and all that other kind of stuff, that stuff does stuff to you. That stuff will cause you to be sick. Them folk be free, living scot-free. And like, and could possibly not even care that you ain't even forgave them. Hey, and that, so like the thing that we got to do is hold on to what you know to do is right. I can't give an account. I can't give account for somebody else's mistakes or what somebody else don't see or do see. The only thing that I can do is make Weedy better. That's all I can do. And the only way that I know how to make myself better is through God. So me holding on to unforgiveness, it does not fix anything. It does not make me well. It does not make me a better person because I'm mad at somebody because they stumped my big toe and they didn't say they were sorry. It does not make, and even if you being mad at somebody or being angry with somebody, even if it's justified, even if in our natural life it seems like, oh yeah, shouldn't have stepped on my toe when they walked by me anyway, and didn't even say excuse me. Even if you being mean and nasty back at somebody, even if it's justified, it does not make it right. Like, especially when you saying you got this, I got a label over my head. My signs say Christian. So the only person that becomes accountable for my reaction is me. I can't expect for somebody else to react the same way I would. I can't do it. And even if I always expect for people to react the same way I do, I'm gonna forever get hurt. Because we don't have the same heart. We didn't come from the same place. So the stuff that I feel like is right might not even be right to somebody else. And they might not even have the intention to hurt you or to whatever. But like, if people did not learn how to love well, we can't expect them to love us well. If they got faults and all this other kind of stuff, the same, we all got faults. We all got problems and issues that we deal with. But if we don't learn how to love well, if we don't learn how to do brave communication, like this is, and this stuff, this was hard for me. Because it's like, I just don't even, I would rather not deal with the situation than to have a conversation about it. Because I was just tired. So what we learned at our church is called brave communication. Let's just say, if me and somebody that I genuinely love, they hurt my feelings or I hurt their feelings, if you genuinely love somebody, you have a conversation with them. Because it's not worth it for that person to be lost out of your life because of miscommunication. Because you hurt my feelings and you didn't even know that you hurt my feelings. So I didn't even tell you. I didn't even say nothing about it. So you just let it linger on, but the thing got big inside of your heart. So it's only bothering you because the other person don't know. So unless you decide to be who you say you are and maybe call or talk, conversation is everything, man. Somebody might have got some words mixed up by the way you said it. You might have texted wrong and they interpreted wrong. But what would it hurt you to say, look, I love you, I care about you, I want you in my life. And just some stuff happened. And I don't know if you knew, I don't know how you feel like it made me feel, but I just want to tell you that I love you and I want you in my life. So we need to deal with this. We need to deal with this. Not no, that ain't how we love well. You do not love well like that. Like that ain't, whatever you do, think about how your daddy love. Think about how he love us and he does it well. Like, even if when we cry, when we sad, when we mope, even when we think that we mad at God because he took something or we lost something or we feel like we should have got something that we didn't get or it didn't come on time or why you came and got this early because I wanted to stay some years longer. Even with all that other kind of stuff that we question God about and that we think about, we got to think about his position. Think about his position. His position is, his position was, because he already did, it's already done. He already forgave us. He already forgave us for the future mess that we going to do. He already did it. Like, God forgave us even in his knowing that we were still going to jack up stuff. Like, he forgave all of our sins. Like, it wasn't even like no matter of, okay, we're going to get these people that say that they're the real Christians, that y'all stand up over here. So for all these Christians over here, the people that say that they really love me and they really going to live for me, those are the ones that I'm going to die for. No, that ain't what he did. He died for all our sins. He died for this unforgiveness that we can't even get out of our heart. He died for all of us. So like, even knowing that some of us was going to jack this situation up and be with him today, break up with him tomorrow. You think about that. You think about God, man, I'm trying to tell you, this thing is it's so crazy. I just think about how, like, what is his heart towards us all the time? Our daddy is always reaching towards us no matter what stupid stuff we do. No matter how much dumb junk you do. Hey, Mark, he's always reaching towards us. So it's a matter of like, if God is always reaching towards us, what would it hurt for us to reach towards who he is? He's a forgiver. He is a forgiver. And if it's a matter of you having brave communication with somebody that done hurt your feelings, like, look, man, I need to talk to you about this situation. I want to tell you how you hurt me. And because I love you. I don't want, like, you've been cool. It's my brother, my family. So I had to come have a conversation with my daddy about my brother. And it was like it hurt me, like really hurt my heart. Like, I don't want to deal with this dude. Like, cause he hurt me and he keep on hurting me over and over again. So my thing is, I'm just gonna stay out of your pathway. I'm just gonna try my best not to deal with you because I want to love you. And then God said, love him like because he's my son. I'm forever reaching towards him. So who are you to turn your back on him? And I'm still reaching for him. Like, what gave you the right? What made you better than me? Nothing. I ain't got nothing. Like, who am I to not forgive somebody? I'm telling you, man, we don't have the right. You don't. Nobody has done enough to us to cause us to not to forgive somebody. And in saying that, nobody has done enough stuff to me to make me not want to go to heaven. I want to go. So, like, I'm telling you, man, like think of it like whenever something happened to me in my life or whatever, and it's like it's hard and it's like, oh Lord, here goes something else. And it's crazy because, like, I kind of started, you know what, I'll say it because I believe it. I believe that, like, when this stuff happened in my life, this is my game face. Oh, you gonna bring that over here? Oh, that's what you got? I'ma love this joker. I'm telling you, man, I'ma love folk past their fault. Cause, like, at all times, I want somebody to love me past my fault. Cause I'm not blameless. I'm not. Like, my sarcasm is awful. It is. It's the worst. Like, and sometimes I'm intentionally sarcastic. But I mean, I need prayer too. I need for people to forgive me. But more than anything, I want somebody to always reach toward me. I always want somebody to be in a position to where, like, you know what, Whitty, you said something to me, and I ain't like that junk. So, like, I still want to love you. I still want to love you. So, like, can we have a conversation about what you did, what you said to me? It's that easy, man. Like, so much stuff has been broken, has been damaged, has been tampered with because we won't forgive each other. And we got to. Like, I don't know one thing that it benefits us to hate somebody or to feel like that if you see somebody in the street, you just cannot speak to them. I don't know nobody in the world that I would just not speak to. I speak to everybody I see. Like, and I'm gonna tell you what I feel like right now. I feel like just because I'm saying this stuff to y'all, that I'm about to be tried. That's what I feel like inside of my heart. Now I feel like that, but I speak life into my own situation. I don't care who it is. I will forgive because my daddy forgave me, and that's the lifestyle that I want to live. Man, that's the next scene in my life that I want to be able to give out to somebody. To forgive, man. Always have a forgiving heart. Always have a conversation. I'm telling you, start communicating with both. You'll see what their heart is. Ooh, I just got something. So think about this. If you start having communication with people because you start listening to people, you start listening to what their heart is. If you stop talking so much and listen to what somebody's heart is, like, how many times would you read them because you already know their heart? Like, it's almost like our situation with God. Like, when you give your life to the Lord, you build a relationship with Him, you learn His heart. Like it's like you become a part of Him. Like, yeah, you got a new mind. So it's like, how many times would you hurt God and not even know that you hurt Him? Because when you learn somebody, like, you don't just intentionally hurt people. You don't hurt people that you love intentionally. You don't. At least I don't believe that you do. I mean, I don't think that you should. I mean, I don't think that's right. I don't think so. But I think that a whole lot of communication could really fix a lot of problems. And if we fail to communicate, as Christians, because we say we love God and we want to be the image of our daddy, man, we gotta step our game up. Like, it's too much for us to just keep on talking about we Christians and we go to church on Sunday and we love God and we want God to use us. You want God to use you, but you won't forgive nobody. You don't want to be used, Joker. You just want to wear the label. That's all. You want the label. That's all it is. And my thing is, if you ain't carrying the characteristics, if you ain't got the fruit, cut the tree down. Cut it down. Like, so, hey, Sheeta. So, yeah, I've been on here for a long time. But anyway, I don't care about that. So I just do believe that it was somebody on here today that need to hear what I said. Because, like, I had no intention of saying what I said. I didn't know what. I just knew that I was supposed to get on live. That's all I knew. And so I was obedient. And try that. Try being obedient. See how much that gets you. That's the bomb. Like, and I want to challenge whoever is on here still listening. Whoever you are, I don't know which one, because like these things pop up and they go away, so you never know who really still on here. I want to challenge you, man, to start being obedient. Like, when you feel like you think you know something and you think it's yourself, probably ain't you, it's probably God. So, man, I challenge whoever you are that's listening to me right now to start being obedient to the Spirit of God that's moving in your life. When you hear the Lord, when you hear God's voice in your ear, I challenge you to activate off of it. I challenge you to become obedient to the Spirit of God. Like, I challenge you to walk this thing out, to hold fast to what you say you know to be is true. I challenge you to do it, man. I challenge you to forgive. I challenge you to love well. I challenge you to get out of your feelings all the time. To have brave communication. I challenge you to do this stuff. So, like, try it and see how it works. Try brave communication with people that have hurt you. Try going to somebody that has hurt you, that you've been holding this junk in your heart for forever. I challenge you to have a conversation with them jokers. I challenge you to sit down with somebody and tell them, look, I love you, I care about you, and I want to share my heart with you about this situation. Like, this is what I feel like. Like, a lot of times, man, if we would dig deep into a situation and if we would go further than the surface, we could find out a whole lot of stuff. Like, I'm telling you, a whole lot of issues in our life, man, it goes beyond just right now who we are. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's so much stuff. And even with saying that, like, if we would think about the position of our kids, like, unforgiveness is seen. And you think about what it looks like to a kid and how they carry that junk out. Like, if you don't forgive them and you get around people and you talk about them and you saying bad stuff about them, think about what that does to children. What kind of seed are you planting inside of children? Like, that junk ain't good, man. Like, and it ain't fair to kids to see you walk out unforgiveness and that's demonstrated in their lives. That stuff ain't fair. Because, like, you handed somebody off something that they didn't even know how to get. Them bullies didn't even know how to not forgive somebody, but because they seen you do it well, that's what they do. Stuff gets built inside of their heart based off of what they see us do. They see our communication towards people, and that's what they carry out. Think about what we're doing to these jokers, man. To these little midgets walking around here. A lot of them wouldn't know a whole lot of stuff they know, but it comes directly from us. Because they see, and think about the total opposite. Think about if kids seen us love well. If kids saw us forgive, if they saw us heal, if they saw us be kind to somebody, if they saw us give, like, think about the total opposite. And I want to challenge you, whoever you are, I don't know who the last person is on here. I want to challenge whoever you are to reconnect. What that means, you got to start over again, do it all up. Reconnect, man. Like, go back to your daddy and ask him to forgive you, like, for all the stuff that you walked away from as a Christian. And we do this stuff. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody blameless. We all did it before. Whatever you left on the table as a Christian, man, go back and pick your stuff up. Whatever you know is not right, and like anything that is not good did not come from God. That's just the bottom. That's just the bottom of the matter. Like, I mean, sometimes we suffer consequences because of stuff that we did, but anything that is not good did not come from God. That's just the bottom line of it all. So, like, I'm saying, go back and pick up your good stuff off the table. You are the label of a Christian. You go to church on Sunday, man. Go get your stuff off the table. Hey, Damien, go get your stuff off the table, man. So whatever it is that you left as a Christian on the table, if you hungry, because you don't walk so far away without it. You walked away without your kindness, without love, without, man, you don't even show that stuff no more. Like, people get you mixed up with a demon and a Christian. They get us mixed up. And that's so sad. Like, some of us folk be like, oh, she a Christian. I can't tell. Go back and get your stuff off the table. And it's okay. I'm telling you, forget about what people got to say, because people going to talk regardless. And the funny thing about it is, people that don't live nothing talk about us as Christians. They don't live jack. But the only thing that they know from us is that this is who we say they are. So wonder who keeping it the realest. The people that say that they are, or they ain't. Like, I can respect somebody a whole lot better if them jokers telling me that, like, you know, if they ain't professing to be no Christian. Them jokers be like, I ain't trying to live right. I ain't trying to do it. So they live in any kind of way. But somebody that's saying they're a Christian and walk around with unforgiveness and hating people and you know, like, intentionally hurting people, and you say you're a Christian, what kind is that? I didn't know we had different kinds. Like, it don't even matter what your denomination is. That's irrelevant. If you say you a Christian and you love God, somebody ought to be able to see it. So, like, I'm just saying, as a Christian, man, lift your standard up. Go back and get your stuff off the table. Everything that you left, everything that you felt like somebody else made you leave on the table, go get your stuff. Forget about what everybody else got to say, because that ain't your concern. The only person that you can deal with, that you got to give answers for, is you. So it don't matter. Like, it's almost like we live inside of a bubble. Like, as Christians and as believers, man, like, this, what people say and what they do should bounce off of us, man. We got a bigger fight to fight. And so, like, one thing that would really help us get over a whole bunch of hurdles is if we start forgiving. Start forgiving and let's start living well. Let's start loving people well, man. And if you need to be fixed, or I don't know what the word is, fixed or not, but if you need help, man, they got people that can give you counseling. Don't think that you are above counseling or that you are above a sozo. I had a sozo, man, this thing, and I'm gonna give another sozo too. It's going to Bethel or somewhere, I don't know. We about to bring sozo to our church. But, like, man, I had a sozo, and I got delivered from stuff from when I was a little kid. From when I was a little girl, I didn't even know that I was walking around with hurt from a little kid. But the only way, my pastor whole thing is that he say, like, the inside of life, but mainly inside of church, hurt people. Healed people help other people get healed. Like, so my thing is, like, if you walk around with unforgiveness in your heart, who you gonna help get healed? We need to work on us first. So, like, even as Christians working inside of the church, man, if you got some stuff going on in your life that you need to be delivered from, that you need to be well from, man, get healed. Like, take time and get healed. See about your own self. Because, I mean, like, we have hearts and we compassionate, and we have a heart to want to help other people. But I can't help you outside of what I don't have. If I'm not free, if I'm not delivered, how in the world can I help you get delivered? How can I? I still see myself when I look in the mirror. Like, you know, we got to get free from the stuff that's holding on to us. I mean, that we holding on to. Because we holding on to a whole lot of stuff. So I just challenge y'all, like, whoever listening, man, to make a decision. To make a decision to be who you say you want to be. Like, be who you say you want to be, man. Like, I believe inside of my heart that you want to be a Christian, that you want to love well, that you want to be an example to somebody else. I don't know who it is right now that's listening, but I believe that you want to love well. I believe it inside of my heart. I believe that it just seems so hard, and how do I get back around, and how do I get people to understand how I feel? It doesn't matter if nobody understands how you feel. That what other people understand about your situation is irrelevant. This is a matter of you and your daddy. This is a matter of you taking your situation to your daddy, like, look, I'm laying it out here on the line. Help me to do. Ask him to help you to have a conversation with somebody that you need to forgive. Because I get it. Sometimes it can be hard. It can be hard to have a conversation with somebody that you need to forgive, and them jokers jacked you up. They wronged you. Did you wrong? But who is in the jacked up situation? You or them? Because if people don't have, if people that don't even say that they Christians hurt you, how can you hold them accountable? Like what are you holding on to? Why are you mad? Like when people don't have the same, people like, you know how like when people say, like for me, people always tell me I look just like my mama. And I do. I know I do. I look just like my mama. I'm just lighter. Light skin, never mind. So I'm just lighter than my mama. So the thing about that is this right here. I resemble my mama a lot. Same thing with us as Christians. Something about our life should resemble our daddy. Like we should not be able to wear these titles as Christians and nothing resembles our daddy. Like one thing that a lot of things he does well. He forgives well, man. He loves well. Like we gotta start seeing people past their faults. We really got we gotta start seeing people past their faults, because at the end of the day, I know I want somebody to forgive me past my faults. Because I mess up. I make mistakes. I want to be forgiven for some of the stuff, for all the stuff that I've done. So if we don't learn how to love well and learn how to forgive people, what does that leave us at? And what does that say about us as Christians? So my thing, what I have thought about for a very long time, if you left any of your stuff on the table and you walk so far away from the table and you left everything that recognized you as a Christian, but you want to wear that sign over your head, it ain't never too late to go back and pick your stuff up. It ain't never too late. Go get the stuff off the table. It's like God wants you to have it. He wants you to wear unforgiveness when you wear his name. He wants you to be able to, because like he don't want, like, it's almost like if well, my mama will always say that she my mama, no matter what. Anyway, like when you say that you somebody's child, and people see you doing the total opposite of what your mama taught you, it's like, no, what are you doing? Didn't you say that you were my kid? I didn't teach you to do wrong. So you wearing my name, but you do the total opposite of what I say. The total opposite of what I stand for. What would it hurt us to walk upright? It wouldn't hurt nothing. It wouldn't hurt nothing for us to walk upright. And, and the thing that I learned about it, man, is that, like, it doesn't hurt us at all to be believers of Christ. It does not hurt you to trust God. It doesn't hurt you to trust him. So, like, trust him with your heart to forgive somebody. I'm telling you, man, like, unforgiveness carries a big weight. This stuff carries a big weight, causes you to be in positions in life that you do not want to be in. Like, you sick and they can't even find nothing that's wrong with you because you have unforgiveness in your heart. So whether it be now or later when we get up, like, man, we gotta become strong in who we are. We gotta become strong in who we are. And like, we gotta start getting that out. Get out of your feelings. Stop letting everything be so touchy to you, and everything somebody say, they hurt my feelings, so I don't want to talk to them. Really? And you say you're a Christian, so now you don't want to talk to them because they hurt your feelings. So now we dealing with your feelings and your flesh. What does your daddy have to say about that? So it'll be, if it means that everything that you do, no, this is what it is. It's a relationship. When you build your relationship with your daddy, that causes you to respond in a way that your daddy would respond. So if any of us are walking around here with unforgiveness in our heart and we've been carrying it for a long time, it does not hurt for our relationship with God to get reevaluated. That means just tie your rope up. That means, like, you don't got to keep on saying, I'm going to do it. Man, every day walk this thing out. Every day walk it out. And know that you walking it out is dependent. It's like other people are dependent on you. Like, if you wearing this sign over your head and you not walking it out, can you please take the sign down? Just take the sign down, because it does nothing for Christians, for you to be fake, for you to not be who you say you are as a Christian. It does nothing for the kingdom at all. So I recommend take the sign down, man. And how hard is it for you to just accept and just try? Nobody expects anybody to be perfect. I don't expect it ain't even matter what I expect. But nobody is gonna be perfect tomorrow. Everything that is done every great person that you've seen on the scene, those jokers practice being a Christian. So practice living. You're right now. Practice being a Christian. So like that means like, you know, if you got to go back to the table, like, you know, God, I need to reevaluate this thing. I need to understand what does it mean for me to wear your name. I need to understand. I need you to help me to know how do I live out this life? How do I do it? Because a lot of times, like how I'm saying, we got to learn how to forgive people, and we never did it before. And it's almost like, how do I do math if I don't even know what add means? How can you tell me to add 1 + 1 and nobody ever taught me to put it together, how to put these numbers together? So, man, if you need help with living well, with loving God well, with loving people well, then seek help. Don't think you can do this stuff by your own self. Because you can't. We can't, man. I'm telling you. I hear people say this stuff right here. I don't need nobody but Jesus. If all you needed was Jesus, why you not here on earth by yourself? Like, why isn't it just you by your own self? If all you need is Jesus. We need each other. Like, don't fool yourself. Don't you get caught up into yourself and think that you are the great, because you're not. We need each other. Like, I need my family. Like, I need other people. And if we did not need other people, you'd be here by yourself. Wonder why you ain't here by yourself. You don't need nobody but him. He could have did that. Now, he really could. He can still do that. But you don't need nobody, remember? Man, quit saying that dumb stuff. That's dumb. Like, I get your whole point, but it ain't the truth. That is not the truth. So let's just practice being who we want to be. And even if you ain't there already or all the way down the street, nobody. And man, let's, in every area of your life, I don't care where you at. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care who your preacher is. I don't care if your preacher done jacked up a situation and he has been in a situation and it has been labeled and said that he did wrong. I don't care. Even he needs to be forgiven. Like, it's not for you to put somebody somewhere. That ain't your fight. That ain't yours. You are required to forgive. All that other kind of stuff, him giving account for his lifestyle or whatever they got going on, that is not our responsibility. We are supposed to love well and help restore our brothers and our sisters. So, like, for us to not love well because of what somebody else did, and we quick to say this stuff about what them preachers be doing. If they jack up a scene and don't nobody know about it, or when everybody will hit the fan, and then we hate them jokers, and I can't believe. Man, what do you mean you can't believe that he did that? That joker human just like you. Just like you, he is human. So my thing is, so we and people always say that, like, you know, they held at a higher standard or whatever, however they go. I'm a Christian, he a Christian. He sin. If I sin continuously, where are we going? So there's no difference. So the same way you got that sign over your head that say you're a Christian and you love God and this and you know, like, you go to church every Sunday and everybody know. No difference, man. No difference with him. You want to, he needs to be forgiven. Either way it go, both of y'all are still God's children. Both of y'all. Same way God can forgive him, he can forgive you. Learn how to do it. It's good practice. Like, just practice this stuff. Like, just start with anybody. Anybody that made you mad yesterday, call them jokers like, look, I just want to tell you I love you and I forgive you. Practice it. Like, I hear people say, like, fake it till you make it. No, forget faking it. Faith it till you make it. Faith it. That's what you do. Like, so don't let nobody fool you into being no fool. Into thinking that, like, it's okay to stay in that state. And that somebody is justified, that you're justified by hating somebody or not forgiving somebody. Don't fool yourself. You don't have any right. You don't have any rights to not to forgive anybody. Like, I'm trying to think of a way or a situation where you might just have this big grounds where, like, you are exempt to not to forgive somebody. You are not. Your daddy forgave you, and you still jacking stuff up. Like, he died on the cross, and we still jacking stuff up. Like, ain't nobody exempt from this thing. Ain't nobody exempt. So quit holding other people, quit holding men of God at a higher standard than you hold your own self. Because if you say that you're a Christian and this is what you walking out, and you living this lifestyle, same thing. Both of y'all God's children. I'm telling you, we do this stuff with no regard for like, child, you know, he ain't even doing right. They say he ain't even living right over there. Oh, but you say you're a Christian and you're doing the exact same thing. Go back to the table and get your stuff off the table because you left some stuff. We got to start over, man. It's okay to start over. Every day you wake up, you got another chance to start over. Every day we wake up, we got another opportunity to get it right. Like every day. You don't even have to live in yesterday or what you did not do right or all that stuff that you dealt with. Man, forget that stuff. Don't let nobody hold you to yesterday and your yesterday was not. Don't let nobody hold you to it. Like some folks still living in yesterday. Some folks still living in last year's being a Christian, but them jokers ain't walking nothing out. They ain't walking nothing out. Don't let nobody hold you to your past, man. Like right now in our life, man, it's so much stuff going on. It's all we can do as Christians to run hard. To run hard, to love hard, to walk this life out, man. Like if we don't lift up a standard as Christians, it's gonna be sad. Like who do people look to if they can't look to us to help uplift them? But so many of us got so much unforgiveness in our heart, we can't do nothing. We can't even get a prayer through. Cause we won't even forgive the person that's standing right there beside us. We gotta get over ourselves, man. Cause we ain't special. You ain't special and you ain't exempt. Just know that. Nothing about you makes you better or makes you in a better position for you not to forgive somebody. You don't have the right. So I want to tell you that I love you, and I want to encourage all of us, man, to let's walk out who we are in God. Let's hold on to who we say we are in God. Don't go to church on Sunday, man, and let it be in vain. We gotta be tired of this stuff, Edges. We gotta be tired of it. Like right now in my life, I'm so hungry. I just want to suck up so much Jesus. Like I want to know, like, and I have been learning, man, that it's so much more. It's so much more than what we've seen. So much. I'm telling you, like these hands right here. I'm straight praying for folk, and them jokers getting delivered dead on. That's just it. That's my confession. That's my life right now. I'm laying hands and folk getting delivered on the spot. That's what we doing. And you know, and this ain't a matter of me being arrogant or something. This is God for them. I got that from Todd White. Like y'all should look him up. Todd White, Sean Bolts. Look these people up, man. Like start cultivating what's on the inside of you. Start like whatever you want to be doing, man. Look somebody else up and see who's doing it well. Practice this stuff, man. I'm telling you, I'm practicing out here in these streets. I'm practicing praying for folk. Well, not practicing praying for them, but like I'm healing these jokers. Like I'm practicing. Hold up. Raise hand if you want me to give you a word right now. I'm practicing in my prophetic. I believe. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can get something for somebody. So right here on live, I believe that it's somebody that's on here on this live news feed. Now what you need to do is raise your hand if this is you. I believe that that somebody on here has heard what I said. This is gonna be too general. This is gonna be too general right here. But anyway, has heard what I have been saying to y'all. Heart has been convicted. Your heart is convicted, and you crying, and you are saying to yourself, God, I want to be in the place that you want me to be in. I want to do it, and your heart is saying, God, help me to forgive, because you know it's an issue. You know that it's an issue, and so to whoever you are, God has already forgiven you, and he said that he has given you the strength to love well and to forgive. And that even in your position right now that you're in, he has seen you cry. He's heard you cry out to him. And even though the picture looks real, it looks real pretty to other people, God has seen your heart. he has seen your heart, and even through it all, he loves you so much. And it's almost, I believe, this is what I feel like. I feel like you have cried every night for the last 7 days of your life. You have cried every night, crying out to God, asking him to help you, asking him to to heal your heart. So I don't know who you are, but I just want to tell you, man, stay encouraged, stay in God. Trust him. Trust him to help you, trust him to heal you. He's your daddy. And like when you look at him and when you talk to him, see him as your daddy. Like cause he loves you so much, and he's concerned. He is so concerned about you. He's so concerned about you, man. Like there's nothing that God would ever do to hurt us. And don't get this stuff confused with like God put you through something. Some some stuff that we do come with consequences. So if you did something bad, you gotta suffer the consequences of whatever the thing is that's bad. Like maybe not suffer, but you gotta learn. Not suffer, but you just have to learn. So but he has always been there with you. Always, man. Jesus loves us so much it don't make no sense. And, you know, so many times like you hear people say, "Oh, I just love God so much. Man, you don't love him more than he loves you. You don't. We don't. You can't. Just can't." So I just want to say to whoever that person is, man, that Jesus is concerned about you, and that he has heard your cry. So tell you what I just heard. I heard the word finance. Finances and total restoration in your finances. I don't know who that's for or how that goes, but like to whoever that goes to, God is going to restore your finances, and he's going to give you wisdom on how to handle it. Just got the word breakthrough. Don't know who that's for, but it's happening for you right now. Like this is small, and even though we live on Facebook, somebody is getting a breakthrough like right now. God says it's done. He says it's done. You don't have to put a whole lot of action in it. He says he just needs you to walk out who you are in him. You don't have to do a whole lot of extra stuff. He says walk out who you are in me sincerely. Walk out who I called you to be. It says own who you are in me. Don't let nobody tell you any different that you're not. He says own who you are in me. Just got the word strength. Supernatural strength that he says situation somebody dealing with, that he is gonna bless you, because like this is a matter of something that, like, you know, you can't even do it out of your own strength. You need God's strength to handle this situation. And he says he's gonna bless you with supernatural strength that you had no idea. You're gonna do stuff that you had no idea about that you'll be able to do, because inside of your own strength you would not be able to do it. God says that he is giving you supernatural strength to deal with the situation. And people are going to be surprised about it. Like, they're going to be like, how you did that? His strength is what going to take you and cause you to come out victorious. He says, my strength. My phone. So like right just then, like I ain't perfect. I got room to fail, but I'm practicing. I'm practicing who I am, what I know is on the inside of me. So I would like to encourage y'all, man, go in Walmart, get on your live page and practice. I just practice with y'all. Now, that was not some practice that I just felt like some random words. I felt like God gave me that stuff to say to whoever was on here at that time. And if it was anybody like Put up a check mark. Say it was you, so I know. But thank y'all for watching me. I love y'all. And like so let's encourage each other to be great in God, to walk out who we are in God, to be strong in God, to become let's help our brothers and sisters become accountable, man. You know, like if you say you my brother and my sister in Christ, like I need to see some signs. Like let's push people to go to the next level in God. Like I'm gonna start making folk go to church with me. Like start putting them jokers in the headlock. Bring your butt to church, joker. Like, hey, Keita. So like and let's love well, man. Let's love without condemnation. Let's love like Jesus did. We gotta practice it. I'm gonna go find me some people out there in the street to just practice loving on. I'm gonna just go love everybody, god dog. I don't care who it is. Like just love people the way that we're required to love, man. I love y'all. Bye bye.